Here's some good news. We've received a list from Americans for Tax Reform of 800 examples of the benefits of tax cuts, all thanks to the President's tax cut and reform effort. Coming in, Grover Norquist. He's the president of Americans for Tax Reform. OK, all good stuff. Tell me, we're going to list these benefits on the left-hand side of the screen. Take me through it. What about these bonuses and pay raises?
Well, remember when they first came out with the tax cut, there were immediate bonuses. But that was a down payment. What we have is 800 companies that said, because of the tax cut, we have hired more people, increased wages, gotten new benefits, and had new investments in the United States of America. We've seen, $700 billion flow back from overseas into the United States. These are companies telling you, here's what we did with the tax cut we got. Here's why the economy is going to get better. It's great anecdotal stuff, but it's not something good happened. It's something good where the company itself said, by the way, this was because of the tax cut. 800
companies. Now, are we still getting the effects of the tax cuts? Do the effects run on through 2019? Or is it all over? We shot it all in last year and that's it.
Well, when it was first passed, remember, we were told, look, it'll take 3 or 4 years for all this new investment to come into the United States to be invested, and then you'll see higher wages and more jobs. We saw the higher wages and more jobs immediately, and we still have yet to anticipate higher productivity because, $700 billion/trillion flowing into the economy. It's not just American earnings overseas. It's people in other countries with money going, let's invest in America.
Okay,
better
so
deal
it's
today.
got legs. That's what we want to hear.
Yes.
Now, here's something I don't understand. I'm told that Democrats are trying to make it easier to raise income taxes. Explain this. I don't know how you do this. Tell me.
The Republicans put in a rule in the House. You want to raise taxes? Takes 3/5, not a majority, 3/5. Because taxes are about as permanent as constitutional amendments, so make it difficult. As soon as the Democrats get in, the first thing they did was to get rid of that, so it's a simple majority to raise taxes. They did have a discussion. Maybe we should make it easy to raise taxes on rich people, but not lower-income people. No, they said. We make it easy to raise taxes on anyone. For instance, gas tax.
Oh, okay. Where do you stand on the gas tax? Because I hear it is a proposal. There's support for it both among Democrats and even amongst Republicans, a painless way to get money for infrastructure. Where do you stand on it?
Well, let's say as to the painless way to raise taxes, when it was put on the ballot in Arkansas, it lost 80-20. When Bill Clinton raised taxes on gasoline, he lost the House and the Senate the next time around. It is not only not painful, it is the one tax people are poked and reminded about every single week. And Elizabeth Warren is smart enough to go, I'm not touching that one. I just want to tax other people. The Democrats would use this. If any Republican was foolish enough to vote for it, and again, Chamber of Commerce endorsed it. That's not bipartisan. They always endorse tax increases on gasoline. That's an old story. It's not a new story. I don't think it'll happen because if you want a third more roads, get rid of the Davis-Bacon law, which raises the cost of government roads and bridges. If you want more roads and bridges, get rid of the 20% siphoning off, which goes to 6 cities, metro rails and so on, that not to bridges and roads. I mean, the reason they say infrastructure instead of roads is they have no intention of using this money for roads. Infrastructure is a French word, not roads. Everything except roads. That's what infrastructure means.
But all of the things, Grover, all of the things that you've suggested require the Republicans to run the House, and they don't.
Well, we can't tell the Democrats. Remember, the Republicans do have control of the Senate. Why would you possibly think of raising taxes when you could get 40% more roads by getting rid of some of the regulations and the people who go after gasoline money? This happens in all 50 states, by the way. They pass taxes for roads, gasoline taxes, and then the money shows up in other areas. New York, Wisconsin, before Congressman Walker, they took $1 billion away from roads and spent it on other stuff. So there's no excuse not to reform other spending and move the money there. We're talking about $200 billion new over a decade, $20 billion a year. There isn't $20 billion of waste somewhere. There isn't $20 billion that you could reform. Of course there is. They just want the money.
Well, that's guaranteed. Always want the money.
But we'll win. We will stop this.
Okay, you saved the very best till last. We will stop there. Good man. Grover Norquist, thanks for joining us. We'll see you again real soon. And thanks for that list, 800 companies. We were scrolling them along the side of the screen there. That's good stuff. Thank you, Grover.